And now we could go in and kill Kronya. The first turn, she didn't give our old man any chance of retaliating back, so we're gonna do the same to her.
Part 1. White Clouds. Guardian Moon. Where the goddess dwells. Long ago, the guardian Seiros made an appearance during this moon. She had been summoned by the goddess, whose soul was suffering as the flames of war raged across Fódlan. Some believe that high in the sky above Seiros, the Immaculate One's mighty wings are what powered the strong winds carrying the Guardian and her forces into battle.
What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem 3 Houses. In this episode we're going to be doing chapter 10 and we're going to be avenging our old man.
You're here again. Professor, you've been crying. So, even you cry sometimes. Oh, I suppose that was thoughtless of me to say. My teacher, you're so blinded by grief that you can't see what's going on right in front of you. Are you waiting for time to heal your wounds? Or have you curled up in a corner and lost the will to carry on? It's not like you to speak to me like that. You know I'd never ask you a question without purpose. Only you can truly understand your own sadness. Others can sympathize, or even empathize, but all anyone else can offer are the tears of an outsider looking in. So I have no intention of crying for you, or of standing still with you. All I can do is promise to reach out my hand when the time comes for me to move forward. The mysterious organization that was carrying out experiments in Remire Village and the chapel, they're up to something near Garreg-Mach. The Archbishop has sent the Knights to undertake a large-scale investigation. No information has surfaced yet, but our enemies will soon be discovered. When they are, will you lead us into battle? Or will you just sit here with no thought for the future that is fast approaching? My teacher, there is a choice to be made. I hope you make the right one.
My, she really is quite arrogant. She spoke her mind without an ounce of reservation. But she is right. The time has come to stand again. You know already what your answer is.
Oh, thank you. You saved me.
If you were to die, then the mystery of our bodies would be revealed. Preventing that was my only aim. I'm afraid you must remain, Kronya. There is something I need you to do.
Oh, of course. I am always happy to cooperate with Solon. Leave it to me.
How annoying.
Flame Emperor, is she offending you? Unfortunately, we cannot take our eyes off her, so there is nothing to be done. You are our greatest creation. We use the defiled beast's blood as the fuel to your flame, that you may burn even the gods. Now is the time to cleanse Fódlan with that power and bring forth our salvation.
There will be no salvation for you and your kind. Those responsible for such gruesome deeds in Duscur and Enmar.
All so that you may acquire the strength you need, all for a purpose.
Alright. And Edelgard was right. With time we will have we will definitely have a choice between Edelgard and the church route. Alright.
Thank you for inviting me.
Ingrid's birthday. Yeah, our old man just passed away and Edelgard is up to something, but yeah, let's do a tea party. Of course. This game.
Quite delicious.
Alright, so Ingrid loves food and she's very knightly. So this is probably the right one.
Yes, I agree.
Overcoming weakness. She probably doesn't have any kind of weakness.
Yes.
Yeah, she probably likes some nice eatables as gifts. Children at the market, food for life. A new gambit. Yeah, probably.
Wow. When did you start sword training? I was 5 when I began.
I don't know, dude. As Gerald said, Lady Rhea has done something to me, so I don't even know.
Yes. Thank you for the treat. I had such a great time.
Okay, no charm increased. Connecting to the internet. It always does this whenever you close the game. And the sad music is here. Oh man. I actually really like this music.
If you must weep, then weep. I shall be here for you. Well, it would be ridiculous to not feel anything after something like that. Go on and let it out. I am here.
I love how sympathetic Sothis is. And we get an owl feather right in front of her room. So all we have to do is get the ring from Gerald's room. Let's go over here. Let's talk to this NPC.
I trained with Gerald just the other day. Why? Why did he have to go and die? It's too awful. He didn't deserve it.
Wow, so much pain in his voice. The voice acting is amazing.
Do you have time for a request?
Okay, we'll take that.
Hey.
Okay, these knights have nothing else to say. I guess we could go and try to get some lost items. We could go to the greenhouse, harvest. I want to talk to Dudu, see what he has to say.
It is a shame what happened to Gerald. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
That's of Manuela, I think. And lovely comb. This is of Dorothea actually, but Dorothea was not here in the greenhouse, strangely enough. So maybe Manuela borrowed it or something. Yeah, so we got a lot of vegetables. Yeah, I'll plant some vegetable seeds actually. Oh, there are better rating ones though. So we could go with them. I have a lot of money because I did actually sell a lot of the extra large bullions I had.
Hello there.
What is he saying? What did I miss? Everyone looks so glum. Dude, you missed a lot. Introduction to magic. That's of Alois. He was here last month telling the story of his wife, how they met. Let's talk to Leonie actually.
Oh, Captain Gerald's gone. He's gone. And we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you. But I just can't. I can't believe.
You know, Leonie is so sympathetic in the monastery, but her B support is just so ill-timed. If you actually get her B support, it will show up just before this exploration month. And there she's completely different. It's like two completely different people wrote Leone in the monastery and for her support with Byleth, which is so strange, honestly. I always found that pretty weird, because one moment she is really like annoying in her B support, and then she is really sympathetic to you in the monastery. Alright, so I guess we could, yeah, we'll go into the dining hall. There are a couple of students we could talk to. I'm gonna have, I didn't even know, but I've already recruited all of the students. It's so easy to do that in New Game Plus. You just increase your ranks and they just automatically ask to join your house. It's pretty amazing. We'll have the dew to make this blessed jelly. That's all we have. Okay.
I enjoy cooking.
Man of few words.
You seem to know what you are doing.
Dude, I have really no idea. Yeah, a lot of our students are just bumped out, so let's get some meals. Edelgard and Hubert, definitely. They will have a unique conversation, so let's see what that is.
All I look for in a meal is a full stomach. You seem to be after something more than that, Lady Edelgard.
True. I feel that sharing a table with people you're close to is a precious opportunity that should never be taken for granted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely want Ferdinand to be motivated. Also Manuela and Anna. I guess I'll go with Caspar and Manuela.
I can eat some.
Okay, no unique conversation, I think. Okay. Ferdinand and Sylvain. I like both of them. It's a shame they don't have a unique convo.
Delicious. Yeah, you just get it.
Now I can make my Ferdinand into a Wyvern Rider, and I could focus on his lance rank so that he could learn Swift Strikes, which is such a good combat art. So Lorenz is also not in motivation, along with Annette and Anna, of course. Yeah, I could go with Annette and Anna.
Eating alone is not. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I wish they did more with Anna's dialogues. Not only she has got no supports, but like her dialogues are so weird. She has only one dialogue in the monastery, no matter which month you talk to her. And also in the dining hall, that's just a copy-paste of Mercedes. Felix. Yeah, I'll go with Lorenz. I'll actually, for these extra units, I'll try to master some of the classes to get the skills from mastery, and then I could unlock them in the New Game Plus in my Blue Lines run, which is gonna be the final one. And I think lastly we could have Felix and Leone. So everyone is gonna be motivated.
I'm great.
Alright, so we're done. Let's talk to Edelgard.
Professor, I'm so happy to see you. You're finally returning to your old self. To see the light in your eyes again is a gift. It inspires me to carry on as well. As you know, the Knights are searching furiously for any trace of the enemies who escaped. I'll inform you immediately if I learn anything relevant.
Alright.
Professor, please lend us your ears. Ferdinand is saying impossible things.
I do not see what is impossible about it. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you probably can. You are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. There would be a diplomatic incident. Someone close to us has turned up dead. So one could argue that you are not safe here anymore.
You were already told. I am learning here, from the academy. What are you thinking, Professor? I am not returning to home until I have grabbed my goal. I will not be listening to the words of Ferdinand.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
Okay, Petra is very angry right now.
Professor, I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. I was so worried.
Oh, Professor, you must be starving. Mercy and I made some sweets for you. We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might help you feel better.
These two are the sweetest, man.
Baking sweets is my specialty. I'm sure they'll do the trick.
The other night, I had the honor of sharing a drink with Gerald. He was pretty tactless, honestly. He could be blunt at times, but he always looked like such a proud, happy father whenever he spoke of you.
Oh man, it breaks my heart even more. Weathered cloak. That's of, I think that's of Catherine. Yeah, pretty sure she was standing here last month.
What? Oh no. Professor, thank you for all you have done for us. Nothing to report today.
Oh man, 10 out of 10 voice acting for Gatekeeper. And just as you go in the marketplace, you have this cheery music for some reason. Anna is gone. Okay.
Right.
That's a bit weird. Let's replenish the battalions. And we're done. Actually, we could go to the stables, but I'll actually go into the dining hall. And there's actually a lost item of Leonie, I believe, which we could find. That's an owl feather, 2 of them. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. Yeah, Leonie was standing here. Fur scarf. That's definitely of Leonie.
Right.
And let's go to the Officers Academy. That's of Edelgard, of course. Person of high class. Who else could it be?
Maybe. When I heard that Monica was with the enemy, I was surprised by how unsurprised I was. Something was just off about her. It's hard to explain. That said, whenever she had free time, she was always hanging around with Edelgard. I wonder if Edelgard is also... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just being paranoid. Please ignore me.
Actually, you might be up to something. Oof. Even the NPC students are smarter than they look. You probably don't want Edelgard to know what you're thinking. Otherwise, she might axe you.
Professor? Do you think we'll still be able to graduate? If dangerous things keep happening around here, who even knows? I'm worried. I hope that all the students and professors will be there to celebrate at the graduation ceremony.
Yeah, buddy, I have a bad news for you.
Hey. Dark expressions don't suit you, Professor. But well, I'm glad to see you out in the world again. It seems this month will be a quiet one around here. There aren't many knights around to liven things up.
Most of the knights are gone, seeking out the enemy.
Isn't that a bit much? I agree it's important, but is it a good idea to neglect the safety of the monastery?
What do you think, Professor? I agree. We can send some knights after our enemies, but so many? It makes the church seem reckless.
Let's see what our golden deer students are up to. That's of Ignacio standing there. And we have Lorenz too. Okay. That's of Hilda. She is pretty good at making accessories. I believe in Leonie's support she does say something about that. But we cannot give gifts to Hilda just yet.
Professor, it seems like you're holding up okay, but I'm worried about Leonie. She really loved Gerald. I hope she can bounce back.
I'll say a prayer for Gerald's soul. There's not much else I can do.
Aw. Marianne. Okay, Claude.
Teach. I haven't lost a parent yet, so I can't even begin to understand how you must be feeling. But even while you're standing still, the world keeps on moving. I always find that oddly comforting.
Alright. Okay, Anna is in the stables. What is she doing? Will she have another piece of dialogue? Hopefully, yes. That's of Ingrid. That's of Gilbert, but we cannot give him just yet. Actually, Anna is over here. Does Anna also have a dialogue about Gerald?
Hey!
I heard Gerald passed away. My deepest condolences. I knew him long before I ever even met you. He was always so much fun to be around. It's such a loss.
Okay, even Anna gives you a good dialogue after the event. Let's go with the swords. Absolute plus.
The glory.
And we could also go to the training ground. I want to see where Hubert is. I want to see if his dialogue changes or not. Okay, Hubert is over there. We'll go in the training grounds. That's of Felix, I believe. And Animal Bone Dice is of Shamir. We could participate. Becoming a thief, I mean, is probably a bit better than mercenary. For that. Still, you need level 20, and I'm just at level 22. I don't want to waste my activity point, though. So that's the thing.
Professor, I'm so sorry about what happened to Gerald. No, of course my sorrow is nothing compared to yours. The Knights are even now searching for our enemy's whereabouts. They are to report back the moment they find something. If you desire revenge, Professor, you can count me in.
Dude, I wish I could count you into my house, but that is just physically impossible with the conflicting goals of Edelgard and yourself. So that's definitely not going to be happening. Three notes, okay. Okay, Dimitri, Rhea. Dimitri is probably the one to know about strength. Yep. Borrow a book from library, but there are so many to choose. A history of founding Fargus. That's of Ash. I think he would like this one. No? Okay. Okay, that's of Rhea. Will she like this? Yeah, she does. Okay, nice. Got at least 2 of them correct.
Hey, you.
Dusty Book of Fables. That is of Flane, actually. She was here last month. And I'm pretty sure we can find a lost item for Marianne too, because she was here last month as well. Nope, it's not here. There's Ash. Well, he doesn't have a dialogue, which gives the support. And yeah, here's Marianne's lost item. She definitely cares a lot about animals. So I think we got all of the lost items, I think. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, so we could go here and actually let's go here and give back Ignaz's item and also talk to him.
Professor, I'm scared. I feel that I don't understand the world. How could something like that happen to Gerald? He was so strong. You're inspiring, Professor. I'll do my best.
Dude, you always do your best, I just know it. Letter to Goddess, that's of his. I have so many lost items, man. Let's go to the second floor. Talk to Hubert. I want to see if his dialogue changes, because in Golden Run, it really made me dislike how cold-hearted his response was.
Excuse me, Professor. How are you holding up? I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was... Forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain, as if it were brand new. Just know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace.
I'll go with the faith magic, of course. That's just upset it. And he's over here.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another. It was reported that when Monica returned from her disappearance, she began to act like a completely different person. As if, perhaps, the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter. Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Solon had been impersonating Tomas for some time. How they managed such a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand.
Plastic surgery, dude. Come on. I'm pretty sure Fódlan has that much advanced medical science. I mean, you guys have magic here. It's not that far-fetched.
Well,
I would like to see how the real Monica was. Maybe in some kind of DLC, I guess. Okay, that has to do nothing with our quest.
Oh, is something hiding just behind that book? That ring! I have seen it before. Ah, I know. Gerald showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special.
Yes, that's done. But we could only give that ring to someone special at the end of the last exploration day. I don't think Hanneman has any kind of dialogue. Actually, I'll still be talking to him just to see what he says.
I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss. It's about the weapon that killed Gerald. Will you listen? It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you figure?
That's the Athame dagger, I believe. Kronya's dagger. And here's your veil.
Wherever did this turn?
I want to see what Hanneman says.
You've lost someone very dear to you. I'm so You have my sympathy. Manuela and I can take on some of your workload this month. We can't do all the teaching, but at least we can lighten the load for you. I've always seen strength in your eyes. I know you'll recover. You're a very strong person.
Yo, Hanneman is the best, man. He's trying to uplift Violet. Hubert is over here, I believe.
Well...
Yep.
Professor...
Flynn as well.
You have lost your father. Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you. If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me, okay?
Just don't leave me if I pick Edelgard's side, which I know you will. But, okay. Okay, I forgot to give this to Sethet. Come on. She has the Dusty Book of Fables. Yeah.
I've never been much for condolences. How about a little logic instead? The knights have spread out around Garreg Mach in search of Geralt's murderers. Thus, the monastery's fighting strength is, for the moment at least, depleted. Perhaps that was the enemy's real objective. We should be prepared for further confrontation.
Okay, it's not any better, even in Black Eagle's route. He's still just as cold. Come on, dude. I mean, I get the logic, but even Felix and Sylvain were talking about that, and they didn't even come close to being that cold. There's no one in the library. We could talk to Manuela again? Really?
I wonder who they were.
Okay, that's it. Okay, let's give Sethet his pen, which he broke.
Really?
First, both. It was as if thinking how they managed.
Snapped Ratting Quill.
Yes, this.
Alright, so I think we could go and talk to Linhardt and Bernadetta. They're definitely not here. I think Linhardt, yeah, Linhardt is over there, Bernie's over there. This is the only time Bernadetta comes out of her room, so that is definitely some kind of development.
Professor, I brought some flowers for Gerald. It's the least I can do. Sometimes I feel like all I do is run away. Anyway, I'll go lay them out.
I slipped quietly into the vault and rummaged about, looking for anything we might find useful. There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all. What? This is no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or forgiveness. It is rarely useful to request the former. Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-related objects I thought might be worth studying, so... There you go again with that stern look. Of course I'll put them back when I'm done, assuming they bear no additional use.
And Linhardt is on his side quest this entire first part of Three Houses to get into the Holy Mausoleum. It's kind of amazing. Yeah, we could go and talk to Dorothea, Lysithea. Give back Dorothea her calm.
Okay, Professor. I've sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage. But when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. I don't know what to say. But I do know this much. Sir Gerald must have been very proud to have you as his child. How did you know I lost this? Thank you for...
Where's Lysithea? Okay, she's all the way over there.
Professor, I'm sure you will pull through this because you're so strong, Professor. best to stay calm during such tumultuous and upsetting times. We don't know the nature of our enemies. If we underestimate them, anything could happen. Yes, I agree. I don't want to lose you too, Professor.
I mean, I don't think that could happen. I have you with me with your Dark Spikes tea. Yeah, we have to give back the item to Edelgard, of course.
Professor, as you know, I'll inform you. How did you...
And there are a lot of items which you cannot really give back this month itself. So that's that. And I think we have given back most of the items. We just have to give this back to... Yeah, we have to give one of them back to Marianne, which you found in the cathedral.
There is no one here who has not heard tales of Geralt's valor. We have suffered a most dear loss. I do not know what the enemy's aim was, but I do know this. After what they have done, we cannot suffer them to live. If there is anything I can do to ensure that justice is brought swiftly, you need only give the word.
No. Lorenz is actually way more likable than what he appears to be at surface level, honestly.
I'll say if there's nothing.
Bag of seeds.
Yes.
And then we have, yeah, we have also Felix to give back the lost item to. I should probably try to find the lost items before talking to everyone.
It seems most of, isn't that? It seems most, isn't that a bit?
That's mine.
Alright, and I think now we need to give back the first scarf to Ingrid. Not Ingrid, Leonie.
Oh, Captain Gerald's gone. I'm sorry. Oh.
And I haven't talked to Ingrid yet.
I'm so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times like these. Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now. Losing someone dear to you. Well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well. That said, Professor,
Yeah, she also lost Glenn, right? Felix's brother. I believe they did love each other.
Yes.
If I remember correctly. That's why she says she knows the feeling. Yeah, so we are done with all of the gifts, and I think that is gonna be it for the exploration for this month. And I'll see you guys at the end of the month with taking on Kronya.
Professor, I know where the enemy is. Where Solon is. They're in a place called the Sealed Forest, close to the monastery. The Archbishop is gathering the knights to begin a search. She's doing so in secret, behind our backs. She must be afraid that a thirst for revenge will compel you to seek them out. Now that you know, will you give us the order?
No, I will not allow it.
This discovery comes just when the knights are at their busiest. It is all too likely that our foes revealed themselves to lure you out there. They are the ones who took Geralt from you. I know how you must despise them, but I must ask you to rein in your personal feelings for now.
Please, Professor, do not act carelessly. I ask that you leave this to us. Losing you so soon after losing Geralt would be unbearable.
Lady Rhea, our professor is not acting out of revenge. Sending us out there is the most strategic move we can make. You can't deny it. Most of the knights are still far away. Not only does our professor wield a hero's relic, but there is no one here who is more powerful. Seteth and the few remaining knights can't leave the monastery unattended. We have fought under our teacher's command countless times. We are the most effective army here, and we are already prepared for battle. We have no idea what the enemy is plotting. We must act now.
Professor, do you agree with this strategy? Understood. I will give you the order. Destroy the enemy that is hiding in the Sealed Forest. You have the protection of the goddess on your side. Whatever happens, you shall overcome.
Let's go, my teacher. Whatever happens, do not lose your conviction out there.
Alright, so here we are, and I did promote some of my units. I've promoted Fódlan into a Wyvern Rider, same goes for Edelgard. Promoted Linhardt into a Bishop, Caspar into Grappler, Bernadetta into Sniper, Dorothea into a Warlock, Petra into an Assassin, and I've done some other stuff as well with other units, but these are my Black Eagle students, and I'm going to be doing a bit of cheese in this chapter. So let us begin with the Sealed Forest Snare, and let us avenge our old man.
We are now within the Sealed Forest. We must not let our guard down.
Professor, we'll avenge Gerald for you, no matter what.
Remember, it is a bad idea to get distracted by revenge.
I have readiness. Our enemies will be taking... we will take our enemies down.
Well, it's not like we have any other missions this month. I suppose this is as good a way as any to spend our energy.
Linhardt spending energy? We'd better finish this fast before the pigs start flying everywhere.
Lower your voice. The enemy could be close.
It is time to repay the kindness of the professor who saved my life.
Professor, I know I'm the one who insisted we come here, but don't doubt for a moment that the enemy is waiting for you.
Lady Edelgard, what are you saying?
What other objective could they possibly have? We have no clue what kind of trap is waiting for us. Please be careful, my teacher. We can't afford to lose you.
The enemy is strong, but you will prevail. You must.
So in my Golden Deer run, I did beat this map honestly by routing all enemies and then getting to Monica / Kronya / Crown Perry. But this time I'm going to be doing some turn 1 warp and stride cheese. So let's prepare for that. And I'm going to be having Marianne over here. Flane should also be over here. Okay, looks good enough. So for this, I need 2 stride users. And they are Flane and Linhardt. Not Linhardt, actually, Manuela. And Linhardt and Lysithea are the warp users. So I have made my Linhardt into a bishop. And I've done the same for Lysithea. Last time I did make her into a warlock. This time I've just made her into a bishop. And we have some flying units here. I also promoted my Ashe into a Wyvern Rider because Ashe really struggles as a unit. And you kind of need the best class in the game to make him good. So I made him into a Wyvern Rider. Also, Flying Thief is a really good thing. So that's going to be helping a lot. And I think I'm not going to be having Mercedes. I'm going to be having Ferdinand. Yeah, so a lot of flyers here. And we kind of need that to do the job. So we're going to be having our units like this. And let us begin. And let us save before that.
Look there! Demonic beasts! I suppose they aren't holding back.
Hello, you're here! Welcome to the Forest of Death! My name is Kronya. This weakling girl was just a borrowed look for me. This is what I really look like. Now, you vermin, I'll take down every last one of you.
Yeah, I really doubt that. I doubt he could even take on one of them. I'm gonna check out her crit animation. She doesn't have the... Wait. She has the Athame dagger. That's a really big one. I mean, it's not a dagger. It's a sword. Daggers are not in this game, but yeah, let us begin with the cheese. So let's have Flame use the Stride Battalion. As she said, she will avenge Geralt because Violet saved her life. And now we're gonna go turn 1, steal the item from this chest, which is a speed ring. And we also need to take out this this guy, those who slither in dark, this mage, because he's got magic staff. So I'm gonna get that. That's a useful item. There's also this this guy here with hammer, but hammer is not really all that desirable compared to magic staff. So we're gonna be going over here. Okay, we need a bit of support to get there. I don't have iron bow on me, unfortunately. I thought I had that. Oh well, that's fine.
Take them out.
Battle. So we'll warp Edelgard over here. Actually, yeah, we'll warp her over here. That's better.
I will prevail.
So she cannot really reach Kronya yet, but that's fine. How much is your reach? Okay, that much. And you should be able to reach there. And I also have the special dance skill on Marianne, so that helps with the accuracy.
Well done.
We could also warp. Actually, we'll let, I guess, Violet get some action. We could do that. I'll just warp. You would have needed the second stride if you wanted to do some stuff with Ferdinand, but still, I just have Manuela. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is.
Over already?
Yeah, the main objective is to get the items.
I will get stronger still.
Wow, that's a fantastic level up. And now we could go in and kill Kronya. The first turn, she didn't give our old man any chance of retaliating back, so we're gonna do the same to her. She's gonna have no chance of retaliating back. We're gonna go with the Helm Splitter and hope that Edelgard could hit. If not, that's gonna be sucking a lot, and that just ruins my plans. But yeah, let's hope it happens.
I am Ferdinand von Stay Focused.
I could go and attack this beast, but doesn't really matter. Let's finish off Kronya. Let's go for Iron Axe and Helm Splitter. 72% hit rate. I do have accuracy ring on her, so that should be improving the accuracy. And let's do this. Let's hope Edelgard hits.
Huh? What are you? Are you here to kill me? I am. Prepare yourself for death while you still can.
Come on, Edelgard. You could do this. Yep, on the very first turn, Edelgard does the job, avenges Geralt
I must get
for us. And let's just wait here, get the experience, I guess.
But how? How could I really lose? To a lowly creature like you?
Well.
Solon, don't just stand there and stare. I need your help.
Yes, you most certainly do.
Huh?
sacrifice will help to rid this world of the filthy vermin that have long infested it. Unleash the forbidden spell of Zahras upon our enemies!
Please, help me.
Be gone with you, Fellstar.
That could only have been magic. What happened to our professor?
They were swallowed by the mystical darkness of the forbidden spell. An eternity wandering in a void of nothingness, never to return to this world. To think, we almost had the sword of the Creator.
You're lying! Our professor is alive, I know it!
That's right. Our professor is no ordinary human.
It is hard to fathom that our professor would die in a place like this.
It is possible that death has yet to find your friend, but there are worse things than death. Drifting through the darkness with no chance of escape, overwhelmed with hopelessness. It must be torturous.
You're already boasting a victory, but know this. If you did use such devious tricks to stop our professor, I swear that you will regret it.
I cannot help but agree with her this once. Even if our professor is trapped in darkness, that is not the end of their story.
I will not forgive such arrogance. If you prefer it so, you shall also be added to the ranks of the dead.
You fool! What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? Are you just a boulder that rolls down whatever hill it's on? No, even a boulder has more sense. Excuses won't help us! This darkness is terrifying! As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. But please consider this. This realm of darkness we are in is separate from the world from which you came. I mean that it would take a god to leave this place. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die? How very brave of you to joke at times like these. There is no other choice. Do you recall your father's diary? He said you were a child who never cried nor laughed. I think I am the one to blame. I must have been asleep, but even then, I feel I was a part of you. I do not know how Rhea managed it, but she allowed me to exist inside of you. The truth is, I have always been with you. It is within you that I found my power yet again. The power of a goddess. The power of the progenitor god. My name is Sothis. By now, you must be well aware of what that means. I am the one who watches over Fódlan and the creatures dwelling there. I am Sothis, she who died and then returned. There is but one thing left to do to save us from this darkness of eternity. I must now use the power of a god. However, I lack a body of my own, and so I must relinquish all the power that I have to you. The time has come for you and I to join as one. And when that comes to pass, then I shall disappear. When I say disappear, I do not mean that all I am will be no more. My soul will join with yours, and you and I will never be apart. But I will no longer have the chance to speak with you. I shall miss it. So long have I been on this path with you. Through you, I got to see and hear this world. I even got to chastise you from time to time. I may not have acted like a goddess, but it was certainly fun. For all that you have done, thank you. I'm glad that it was you to whom my fate was bound. Now, we must pray. For if we share this wish, our spirits too will join as one. Your wish is to return to the forest, stop the enemy, and rescue the little ones. No need for words. I know your heart as though it were my own. Your will and mine are now as one. Both sides of time are revealed to you, and you alone. You know I am the beginning. What shall you do?
Itself.
Professor, it is you, right? I knew that you would always come back to us. I'd like to ask about your appearance, but for now, let's dispose of our enemies.
What did you see in the darkness of Zahras? This should be impossible. The only being that can withstand that darkness is... Unless I dispose of you myself, I may never have the chance to send you back there.
Even the second time, that cutscene is just as badass. I love when Violet just yells and opens up through the other dimension. Sort of created to regain its true power. That's pretty good. And now we have got Sublime Creator Sword. And we still maintain the Stride Battalion effect, which is really good. And there are still enemies here because we didn't really get rid of them that time. And still the condition is just to defeat the enemy commander. So I'm just going to do the same thing again. I can hardly reach... wait, yeah, I can reach with Linhardt, and I can go for another warp. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, wait. Never mind. I'll need to rescue him first. Actually, I could just go over here and then dance him.
Is this over yet?
And now we should be able to warp. Okay, never mind. It's not gonna be working, I guess. But I could still do it if I rescue Edelgard. Yeah, I mean, Edelgard still has the stride status, so I could do it. And that should be able to do it. Yeah, Edelgard just soloing this chapter. But before I go, I could take out some enemies. Just for the sake of it, I guess. So that these enemies don't feel bad. They were here for a reason.
Seems I prevailed.
To give my unit some experience, of course. I could also use the... Yeah, I could use that to gain a level up. And I could gain a level up, like this too. Okay, that's not a level up.
Predictable. Each battle a chance to grow.
Manuela, could you take out someone? Nope. Oh, you can with Volganon. Raising Manuela's recent rank is really hard. But she does have good spell list for recent magic, so it's kind of weird how that goes.
You are nothing.
I really need to get Swiss strikes with Ferdinand. And yeah, let's take out Solon now. Does he have a unique dialogue with Edelgard? I mean, Kronya did, and she was surprised that Edelgard was taking her out. So I want to try and get some kind of crit or something. Smash does it. Let's see if I can get a crit. 25% crit. Highly unlikely though, but still I'll try.
So this is how it is. I cannot let you live.
You stole the words from my mouth. You lost the moment you failed to kill the professor.
What? She actually just says that. What if Violet was just 2 tiles away from her?
That I would lose to mere beasts.
Edelgard actually accepts that.
But this is not the end. Tullus will carry out our mission somehow.
It's over. Now, Professor, about your appearance.
Yeah, Edelgard is the only one who was able to do this. I mean, Ingrid doesn't have the strength. Ferdinand doesn't have that either. I have both Death Blow and Darting Blow on my Edelgard. She's extremely powerful. I just want to see how even more amazing she could become after the time skip when she gets her own relic.
That hair and those eyes. You remind me of someone. What happened to you? The goddess. I see. Well, I'm happy for you. Your weapon is called the Sword of the Creator, after all. It's no wonder she looks favorably upon you. Just as it was with St. Seiros, no doubt. And just how will you use this new power, Professor? For us. I see. Tell me, if the world, and your students included, were to divide and go to war with each other, what would you do? In that scenario, each side would represent both the world and your students. Who would you... Professor, have you... fallen asleep? This must be a side effect of your recent changes. I can't just leave you here. I could try carrying you, but no, I had better call for Hubert.
In time's flow, see the glow of flames ever burning bright on the swift river's drift, broken memories alight.
Professor, you must remain still. Everything is all right. There is no need to worry. Those who are trying to harm you are far away. How lovely it would be for this moment to last forever. I wish I could hold on to this time we have stolen, that you and I could create a world without end. I have heard whispers of what happened to you. Your appearance. You have received power from the goddess. From the moment you took hold of the sword of the Creator, I prayed that one day the radiant power of Sothis, which bathes Fódlan in its celestial light, might reside within you. But you are so much more than the light. You are my... Close your eyes, dear one. Sleep just a while longer. I will be watching over you, always, always and forever.
Alright. Let's see how she reacts after we choose Edelgard's side. The next episode. So yeah, the next episode is gonna be the part where you pick a side. And you have to talk to Edelgard for that. So yeah, hopefully you guys look forward to that. If you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed the cheese, then please be sure to leave a like. It is going to be much appreciated. And if you haven't already, then make sure to subscribe for more Three Houses content. And please be sure to hit the notification bell and click on all so that you can always get the updates to my videos whenever I upload. Because I wish YouTube sub boxes were about as fast as we were in this episode for taking out the enemies and completing the chapter. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.